Hello everyone, welcome to Miho's craft room. How are you? Today is June 28th. Yes, it's almost exactly the middle of 2026. So feeling like wrapping up the first half of this year, I'm going to show you what I have done on the video or by myself. Okay, this is a rough list I made. Small ones are not actually small, so most of my projects are kind of big. Okay, so I'm going to show you from succulent. Yes, it's not in order. I just made this list checking my previous video. Okay, first one from the succulent. Maybe I'll pause every time I take out my projects to avoid some noise and reduce the time. Okay. All the progress I show you today is just same as the previous videos. So please simply watch this video as an overview of everything at once. Okay. So this one is succulent. This is very popular project, I think. Okay. So I stitch it a few times on the video. And this is my progress. So I stitched this part on the last video. This canvas is quite a big one and very beautiful. This is 11 count spring brand. So I told you I want to stitch this one once a month, but sorry I couldn't. But I still love this project and want to keep stitching. Beautiful. Okay. Next one. Okay. So Fox and Girl project, very beautiful. Okay, this is also from Dream Stitch. And the last time video I worked on her face. Yes. If you watched my video, you will know I was worrying about her face color. But I think it's turning out beautiful. It looks a little bit dark comparing with this image, but I think the color will come out a little bit darker than this image overall, the canvas. I was also stitching this flower. I don't know where I want to stitch. Maybe we'll keep working on this flower, maybe from the top. Okay. Okay, this one is this fairy tale village. It seems like it's mostly in order of time. I worked on the video. Okay, this is on a very big frame. Heavy. It's hard to show you on the desk. Okay, you can see here the progress. So this is what I have done until the last time stitching video. Yes, this one is very confetti, and I actually love this image so much. Yes, this one. So little by little, this one also, I'm going to keep working on this. Okay. This is a romantic flower house. It's Painting Fairy cross stitch brand. I really love this beautiful cottage image with all the flowers and trees, and I love this bridge. I worked once on the video. Yes, it is this part of roof. I really love this image, and I love all the colors. Look at this, a lot of colors on this small part. Okay. I stitched it only once on the video, but I'm going to try to work more on this one. Yes. Okay, this is bamboo forest panda. I call it green bamboo panda. Yes, this is from Enchanted Stitching. So our friend Shelly is owner of this brand, and she designs all the images on this brand. Yes, this one is originally in purple and pink bamboo. Yes, she made this customized for me to make it green. Yeah. So I think I worked 3 times on the video total, maybe once in this year. And I really like this image. So I finished this panda's eye, and look at this, it's beautifully turning out. And I worked a little bit on the face part here. I think colors coming out very beautifully. With this red color, all this green. So maybe I'll stitch this one as a focus canvas on August. Yes. So July is for the Christmas in July project. So this one is for August. So As far as I know, some of our friends also ordered this one and working on this. Maybe we can stitch together. Okay. This is, I call it Sailor Saturn and Painting Fairy brand. Yes, I love this purple and blue color. Look at this beautiful image. Yes, I'm working on this right upper part. This one is 16 count. I forgot to tell all the fabric count. This one also turning out very beautiful. And I just reach it to her hair part here. And I'm really expecting to stitch her hair, all this dark purple color. And this one is also very confetti. So not very often, but I'll keep stitching this one. One of our Facebook group member is also working on this. Look at this color. Okay. Okay, this is Autumn Winter Story. I remember the title was like this. I think it's very beautiful image. So I received this from Panda Stitch, the first collaboration. So I worked once on the video, this part here. The color looks a little bit like grayish compared to this image, but I think it's still pretty. So I really want to stitch this beautiful dress. Yes, the stitching itself is not so difficult, as you see the pattern, but it has a lot of quarter stitch and the kind of small full cross stitch. So it's a little bit busy and confusing. Hopefully I can work on this canvas again sometime in the future. And this is Vibrant Italy. It's from 5 Stitch. Chuck Pinson's design. Look at all this scenery. Okay, the color is like this. It looks much brighter than the image, so I think the stitching will be very beautiful. And I once stitched it on the video. And this part, it's 14 count. And I worked a little more this part, just a little bit. And on the video I showed you this amount. Look at this. As you can see, the color looks very bright, pretty. This little seagull looks so cute, isn't it? And I like this color also. So stitch these 3 rows here, and then try to move to the left. And this is Alice in Wonderland. This is from Pencil. It is issue brand 11 count. I think I once stitched it on the video. I didn't have much time to work on this one. So, I'm going to make a nice, better plan for the rest of this year and try to work more on this one. This picture is very pretty, but the result looks a little bit pixelated, but I really want to continue this one. Okay, I made this thread card from the floss drop. Yes, I think Ellie's face looks good. Okay, this is it. This one is Autumn Street Cherish brand, and it's 14 count. I got this from Dream Stitch. The color is like this. This picture looks a little bit reddish. Maybe this one is closer to the real color, I think. Okay, I worked once in this year and I stitched this building. Last year I worked on this one in the middle. This one is also very beautiful picture. So I think I'm going to work on this one in the fall season again. Okay, maybe I'll try this building next time. This is also from Fencels. It's spring brand 11 count. Very lovely design. Okay. So I started from the right bottom part and I stitched this one in hand and this part. I think it's so pretty. Oh, I was working on this one with 2 strands in 11 count. I don't know until I finish it and wash the fabric, but I think it's nice coverage with 2 strands. What do you think? Okay, this is the mushroom. This one also maybe I'll stitch on the fall season. This is the thread. Okay, Hogwarts Castle, 14 count. painting fairy cross stitch brand. Yes, I'm working on this right bottom part. This is the rock. It's very dark. Maybe you can't see what is what. And this is a little bit of this water part. I really want to stitch this kind of castle and little bit lighter part. This one has very beautiful color. I'll try to fill in the bottom part first and then we'll go up. I want to make this focus project on a certain month. I don't know when it'll be. Okay, next one. This is Magical of Moon. It's from the Stamped Stitch Club, 14 count. And I worked a lot on this one. Yes, this was a focus project on May. Yes. Look at this progress. So I almost finished it. This half of the face and a little bit on this part, the hair part. It's turning out so beautifully, just like the image picture. Yes. I really want to work on this one again soon. Okay. Okay, Moon Festival Bunny. It's painting fairy cross stitch. So I'm working on this one with Caroline once a month on the third Thursday of every month. Yes. And I worked twice. This is the progress. So I finished this bunny and I'm working on this one. Yes. So I made a video recently. So if you have any bunny series or this same one, we can stitch on the third Thursday. So I'm hoping to make nice progress with this one and stitching regularly. Okay, this is the color. A lot of blue, my favorite color. So cute. And this is the forest girl in her dining room. I stitched this one on the video recently. I have no idea where I put the picture. So it is this one. Okay. So on the video I stitched this part. And I have a lot on the background part here. And maybe last year I stitched this part. And I worked the bottom right part. I think it's a part of this cupboard. The brown color looks pretty. I'm going to fill in from the upper part and then I want to go down. Okay, so like the bunny series, I want to stitch once a month, making like Forest Girl Day. Okay, and I'll try to start my other Forest Girl as well. So if you have any Forest Girl series canvas, we can stitch together. This one I started recently and made a stitching video. This is called Flower Dress Girl on the Dream Stitch website, and it's very big, 9 count, 90 centimeters wide by 115 centimeters height. I really love this image. Look at all these colors. Look at this dress. So I stitched this part, the hair part, a little bit on her back, and a little bit on her dress. So I think it's very beautiful. And look at this color. It has a lot of color. How many? 77 colors. I'll show you closer. I love her hair part. Okay. And this is Lotus, Flower and Goldfish. Painting Fairy Cross Stitch brand. To 14 count. I didn't work on the video this year, but I stitched it little by little by myself, and maybe I showed you when I stitched this part around and I worked more on this part. It is here on the lotus leaf. The color looks just as the picture, I think. Okay, this is easy pattern, as you can see. Very relaxing and fun stitching. And this is one of my favorite project. Yes. So I'll keep stitching this one by myself and then we'll show you the progress. Okay. This is autumn winter warm cottage. So interesting design, I think. This is also Painting Fairy Cross Stitch brand, and I'm working this one in hand. So maybe I showed you this part done, and I worked a little more on here. It is here. This one also kind of easy, fun stitching. So I'm going to keep working this part and then I'll go down. Look at this. So I have one more series of this, one more canvas of this series, the Alice Tea Party. I didn't start that one yet, but I really want to start because it's a very pretty color, all the purple and pink. Okay. This one is also one of my favorite, the Ancient Lotus Girl. This is from 5 Stitch. Yes, this is the previous name of 5 Stitch brand. Yes, it's designed by Enjoy. It is 11 count. I didn't make a stitching video this year. I worked on this flower by myself, and then I showed you on the short video. It's this one. I really like this backstitch effect. It's 2 strand and 1 strand backstitch. So pretty. So I'm stitching with 4 strand. Yes, it's Egyptian cotton thread, so I'm using 4 strand on the 11 count. So I work on this one sometimes one by one. Yes. I think it's so pretty. Okay, maybe next I work on this lotus leaf. And I added a little bit of stitching on this 9 count. Pink roses and the sea. I love the pink and blue color together. Not a lot of progress. Okay. So I stitch it on this part and here also, and a little bit of on the flower petal. Okay. Looks good. This one I'm working on. In hand when I'm taking a rest. Okay. And this one also very beautiful image. I love this image. Flower, 9 count. I stitch it only a little on the red flower. I have to make stitching video if I want to stitch a lot. So this is this one. The color looks very pretty. So I'll try to finish this flower and then we can see how this is going to turn out. Okay, hopefully I can make stitching video of this one. I think I'm about halfway through. So from now, I'm going to show you the large projects. Yes, these are quite large as well, but larger one over 100 centimeters wide. Okay, just a second. Peacock and peony, 11 count, 150 centimeters wide by 67 centimeters height. It's a very big one and a little bit complicated. I stitched this one in the beginning of this year. Yes. This part, I really want to move to the other part as well. So I'll try to stitch this one a few more times in this year, hopefully. This is silky thread. Can you see this shining? Look at this part. Beautiful. So this kind of part will be very pretty, I think, with the gold color. So it's not a lot left on the blue feather, only this amount. So I'll try to fill in this part until I stitch this one on the video. Okay. This is super big canvas, 9 count. It's 233 centimeters wide by 103 centimeters height. The Peng Lai Wonderland. And I stitched this part, 2 rows. I worked all the way 2 rows this part. I'm working this one duo with Miriam. I don't know how to read her channel name. And she's also stitching this one. I don't know when she's going to make a video. Maybe we can discuss. Wow, look at this. I really love these colors. It's very big. Yes, but I'm glad I could work this amount. And I'm going to move to the right. Okay, hopefully I can work on this one soon. Yi Jiangnan. The title is like this. This one is from 5 Stage. Beautiful landscape. I love the color. Okay, 14 count as always. I think I worked 2 times on the video. Yes. Let's take a look. I'm working on this one in hand. So last time video I stitched this part. I have this part left to move here. Okay, this is really beautiful. I'm working this way. I still have a lot of flowers to work. I really want to stitch the building part. Very pretty. Okay. This is one of my favorite. Four Flowers Gentleman. This is Mona Lisa brand, and it's from Dream Stitch. So the canvas is divided into 4 parts, and I cut these canvases. I'm working on this bamboo. Sorry. So I'm working from the bottom. Oh, it looks good. I stitched it once, this part, and then I worked this part recently. The pattern is quite simplified, I think, but if you watch this from far, I think it looks good. I feel sorry about this frame color, but now I think it'll be pretty when it's done. I hope so. How do you think? Okay, I really want to move to the upper part. Then we can see a lot of interesting part to stitch. Like this bamboo and the building. Okay. I'll keep stitching this one sometimes. Prosperous. This is 14 count Painting Fairy cross stitch brand, and there is the same design in Mona Lisa brand. I'm not sure if the pattern is the same. I think it's the same. I worked once on this part this way here. This one is giant canvas. It's 14 count. It is 247 centimeters wide by 243 by 91 centimeters height. Amazing. Big one. Yes. I don't know. I think it's so interesting to stitch. This part is the easiest part, I think. I have no idea when I can move to the busy part. Okay. I stitched it only once. I'll try to stitch more often. Hopefully. Okay, I'll go next one. Gathering of Immortals in Jade Pool. This one is from Dream Stitch. Yes, really big. It's 11 count. The size is 254 centimeters wide and 123 centimeters height. It's very long in height also, so it's very hard to handle. I worked twice on the video. The first time was this part, and then the second time I worked this dancer. Okay. I didn't finish this lady yet. This dress looks pretty. Recently, one of our viewers asked me, she wants to see me stitch this one again. Of course, I really missed this one, so I'll stitch this canvas soon. I don't know if I can work on July, but soon I'll come back to this canvas. Maybe I'll try to finish this lady. Okay, and then I'll show you the other part. Now it's very big. It is this part. I have to move the camera. It's here. I think this part also looks so pretty. It looks much better than the image picture. Image picture, we can't see the design very well since it's a very big design. The picture is a little bit small, but I think it looks just as the picture. You can see. And this is very big, but looks so interesting to stitch. One of my favorite. Okay. And this one, the 8 horses. I have no idea where I put the project bag. So it is this image. This one is from Dream Stitch. It is 9 count, 150 centimeters wide by 50 centimeters height. Okay. So the height is not too long, so it's a little bit easy to handle. Yes. I stitched it once on the video on this horse on the right side, and it looks like this. It's 9 count but I think it looks very nice, and I really enjoyed while I stitch this one. So one of our viewer wanted to see this one stitching again. I'll stitch this one soon, hopefully. Okay. I have to fill in the background. This is also very pretty and easy to stitch. These. Okay. So until next time, I want to fill in this horse part, and then maybe I can move to the horse, this horse. Flying Music Fairy. The title on the website is like this. It's 11 count, 65 centimeters wide by 120 centimeters height. Beautiful image. And I worked here on the face part. It doesn't look like just as this picture. This image is very realistic, but I like how it's turning out, and I really love this image. Yes. I think I didn't make video. I'm working on this one by myself. Maybe I showed you the progress. Okay. So I'll finish her hair part and then move to the other. Show you closer. Okay. And do you remember this autumn tree canvas? Actually, this is my landscape challenge canvas. I had to work on this one a lot, but I didn't make a video in this year. Ooh. I stitched it a little bit on this tree more by myself. Okay, I use this kind of frame, so I'm going to unroll it and we'll show you. So I'm here. It is about 1/3 of this canvas, 11 count. Yes. Okay. The color looks so beautiful, I think. I can show you all the canvas well. This tree color looks good. One of our friends already finished this one. So I'll try to come back to this canvas on the fall season. I'm stitching this one in half stitch, 6 strand. Yes, I think it looks good. Okay. Nanshang Old Dream. This is the biggest project I have. 11 count, 360 centimeters wide by 74 centimeters. I'm working this way, and I have done this amount. Not a lot of progress in this year, but anyway, this is what I have done. Look at this tree part. You know how much I struggled with this tree, but it looks good. Let me see. Here. It took a long time to stitch this amount. Okay. So from next time I work this part, and we'll finish this building part. Okay. It's really beautiful canvas, I think. Now it's European town. I stitch this one twice a month. I started on September last week, I think. Yes. So this is what I have done. Okay, from here and I'm working on this small house. Maybe it's a kind of water mill. I don't know. It looks a bit dark on the screen. So I'm so glad I'm about the halfway. It's just in the middle of this canvas. I'm so glad I could stitch this amount. Okay, let's stitch the rest of the part together like this, twice a month. Okay. Romantic flower market. I also stitch this one twice a month. I'm stitching from the left side, and I worked about this amount. I think it is, I don't know. This is what I have done. I started this one almost at the same time with the European town. It's really a beautiful color party. I'll show you in the right direction. Okay, so pretty. It has 124 colors. Very vibrant and easy to stitch. Can show you the bottom of the canvas. Yes. So this part is the most complicated part on this picture, I think. So there are a lot easier part as I go to the right side. Okay, and I'm glad to see this road tile. This part, it looks so pretty. Look at these flowers. Color looks so colorful, and these buildings looks also good. Okay, I'm really enjoying stitching this one. So if we have the same one, let's have fun together. Now it's our Pokemon time. This is the biggest canvas of Pokemon series. Yes, I'm working on the bottom from the right part, and I worked about this amount. I'll show you all the characters I have done. I started this canvas on the last year, maybe from June. I once showed you the progress at the end of last year. I forgot most of the Pokemon's name. From this year, January, I stitched this character, and this amount. Not a lot, I think. I had to finish one character a week to finish this canvas in 10 years. I'll try to work on this one more often. Okay. I'm happy to fill in all the black background. So next time I'll stitch this one. I have about 8 more characters. About 8. Yes. It's a little hard to show you the whole canvas. I'm using this kind, the frame, the biggest one. Yes, my room is a kind of mess. Okay, so I use this kind frame stand. This is from Dream Stitch. Wow, amazing. Okay, Okay, it's not a lot left. I'm going to show you all my bead embroidery project and some new starts and projects I'm going to stitch for Christmas in July. Okay, so I stitched this one maybe a month ago. So I worked this part. Okay, I have this amount to work. This is a little less than half of this canvas. Yes, about here. Okay, really beautiful 11 count glass beads. Okay, I worked this part. I like the background color. Wow. Okay, I really love this project, and these days I didn't work a lot on bead embroidery. I'm going to start working on bead embroidery again from July. Okay, this is this one, and I have this purple landscape. Okay, I'll show you the bottom part. This is this picture. I unroll the bottom. Okay. You can compare with the picture. So I did this amount. So I'm trying to concentrate on the peony canvas. Well, I try to stitch this one also. Okay, maybe next time I'll go this way. This one is also very pretty. Look at this. So shining. I really love this part. Oops. And this one, very confetti bead embroidery. I stitched it only once. Okay, this is from Dream Stitch. I don't know what is what from the bead now. I have to work more and have to see. Okay, so I try to stitch this one sometimes. Yes, this is very confetti, so my bag is messy. Okay, look at this pattern. And I finished this off bead embroidery on February. It took about a year, I think. I framed this one on this black frame, and I really love this project. It's hard to catch the shininess. You can see it like this. So I put this on the living room. Okay, this is the only project I finished it this year. Okay. And I'll show you some new start quickly. So Blue Mermaid, I stitched it a little bit on her hair part, the light blue color. Yes, this part. And this pink ballerina, I started a little bit on her foot. Okay, this part. Okay. And this one, flower and fruit with green background curtain. I started this part. I really wanted to see how this curtain part turned out. Yes, this is very small part here, and a little bit on this flower. Okay, I'll have to stitch more to see. Okay, just telling you, I started. Hanlin Academy 100 Children. I once showed you I started this part, and I was a little bit worrying about the color. Okay, this part, it looks much darker than this picture. This one also I tried to stitch more and see. Okay. And this one from Dream Stitch, I showed you once I started from this flower. It's 11 count, also very big. So I'm working with 2 strands. I stitched this part of the flower. Okay, I think it looks good. Okay, I can show you like this. Okay, this part. Actually, I really love this canvas and very easy to stitch. And I love the color. And 2 strands make it so easy to stitch on the 11 count. And this beautiful green and white landscape. I really love this color. It's mostly very light colors. I started from here. I'm stitching it by myself. How do you think? I think the color looks very pretty. I think it looks prettier than the image. Look at this color. Okay. This is the last one. 9 count purple landscape. I'm working this way, this part. So it's a little hard to see the progress. The canvas print is so colorful. Okay, I worked this amount. I can show you this way. Okay, it's 9 count and it looks quite pixelated. It'll be beautiful as I stitch more. At this point, it's hard to see what is what from the canvas. I just love stitching these beautiful purple colors. Okay. Now I showed you everything I have done in this year, and these are what I'm going to work on July, all related to Christmas. Okay, I'll show you the progress of these projects while I'm working. Okay, thank you so much for watching this long video. I'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.